season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchdown. Back, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Throwing on first down. Cox. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Cox. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moody. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Cox. Over the middle.
This drive hasn't been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield. field, gain nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. On the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson. Up and go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
Now play fake. Lance. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Sanders first carry of the game. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cox. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Cox. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough.
Right sideline, a really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Cox. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carson. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Offense set to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. shotgun now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 31. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Fly again. And he's over the line and in for another touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And that makes the score 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Lance now on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to the guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken to the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go, 950.
From the gun, Cox. He'll let this go deep for runs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cox. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Final shot before half for Lance. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 24, Lance. Eluding the, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But many times when you talk about Mo Graham Lewis and the Dodger, instead they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there for the Raiders.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing into the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's Jacobs, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off play action. Cox. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carson on the good. And it is 42-0. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Second and 9. Play action. Now it's Lance. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And we'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Lance going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you can hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Squeeze, double.
Back to throw. Cox. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when you're first quarter. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lance to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really do you think factors out more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the fourth quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And there's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Cox looking to throw on 2nd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now Lance again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Escaping. And taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.